Welcome back to another episode of Stunner Stories this week. This week, very exciting. We're going to be showing you around the town, the area where we live. It's not a huge town, but...
It's not a town, it's just a few houses.
It's really, in South African terms, I think we would call it a dorpie. It's a small farming town. So it's really great. We're going to go for a walk in just a little bit. It also gives us a really good excuse to get Jack out, burn some of his energy off. And we're going to take you guys for a walk around. There's some cool history that we can chat about as we go around. And we might see a friend. There's a falcon that lives like right by the dam across the road from us. And almost every time we go for a walk, the falcon appears. But without further ado, before we do any of that, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed, and turn on your notifications, because why wouldn't you want to know when we've uploaded a new video? So this week, before we head out, we had rain last week, which was really, really great, very helpful, and it was a good rain. It wasn't just like a little sprinkling. We had like a nice proper, I think it was like 2 days straight of just raining. Drizzling. It wasn't pouring rain, but for 2 days straight there was a decent rain. So I was finally able to cut the grass with the weed eater. Pardon the piranha sitting between my legs. I don't know if you can see him, but he might chew on me again during this video. And so I was able to cut the grass. So the yard is starting to look like a yard that is actually occupied by people and not with knee-high grass. And Stacy has also taken advantage of the soil being softened. She's getting into the garden. We got a few plants from her parents. Something about moon cycles being right for planting. Maybe the garden people can explain this better to me. But she got some plants from her parents. We've been planting them around, covering them in boxes so Jack doesn't eat them before they can grow up. And we've been, I cut the grass, been gardening, and I've been back in the fields. So with the rain, the farmers are busy preparing their fields for their next round of planting. Some of them for their first round. Some of the farmers are going to do their second round of planting now. And so basically at the next rain, the next decent rain, there will be planting happening, which is super exciting. So that's kind of all of it from my end. And what else happened?
Yeah, so then also on Tuesday night actually, we visited some people from our church, and they had organized a huge surprise for us. So normally when you get married, just before you get married, you have what in South Africa is called the kitchen tea. But here they do it for both, like not just the wife, it's also the husband or the fiance that gets invited, and they do like a whole thing. So they did that for us, and we did not expect any of it.
It was a really big surprise. We saw all the cars and we nearly just kept driving past the
we're
house.
like, we're at the right place. So we just received, I was fine with the things that we had. We didn't have a lot, but we had enough.
People had already blessed us quite a lot and helped us out quite a lot in the last few weeks.
And then now we have a whole lot more stuff, and so it's very nice. And that brings me to my next topic, which was my parents coming to visit on Saturday, and they helped us finish off some furniture around the house. Like I mentioned in our previous video, some of the stuff was still like, needs a bit of fixing and a bit of stuff. So my dad was helping us with that, and then my mom was helping me bake some sweets and stuff, just to put in a deep freezer for when during the week I don't get a lot of baking done. So it's my Saturday afternoon is like my catch up on stuff that I need to do. And so my mom was here to help, and we were using some of the gifts that we had received on Tuesday. So that was very awesome. And I think that was it. Anything else on the thing?
Yeah, so her parents got to try some South African style braai is what we would say in South Africa. Here in Paraguay we would say asado. It's like the second time I've ever cooked ribs, and the first time I have braai for my in-laws. So I was very nervous, but I got it right.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was really delicious.
Yeah. So we really had a great time, and I was saying her dad pretty much helped us build half of our house that day.
And we fixed the gate. My dad fixed the gate. So
yes, we have a gate that opens the whole way now. I don't know if we've mentioned this before, but our front gate where you drive in could only open basically just enough to let a bigger car. So like our small car was fine, but when it came to like a truck or a bucky, it got a little scary to drive through that gate. So her dad helped us fix it, and all it took was a wrench, a hammer, and an axe. So that's a fun story. But we got it right. We can now drive all the way in. And so without further ado, let's hit the town. Let's go for a walk and show you guys around. So hold on a second. Just right there, before we keep going, there is this pesky little business of Jack's good friend, the water bucket frog. We hid him in the last video, some of you may know, and maybe some of you are trying to wonder where was he hidden in the video. Stacy's telling me I was kind of a little bit mean and that maybe I did too good of a job hiding him in the video, and if I'm going to be honest with you, maybe she was right. But in my defense, while I was editing on the screen, it looked pretty good. Like, it looked like it was a fair hide. I didn't want it to be too easy, and then it's just like, you know, we're not Dora the Explorer. We weren't like gonna be that obvious. So maybe, you know, I made it a little too hard. Let me know down below in the comments, did I make the tree frog, or the water bucket frog, too hard to find? So here he is, right here. Remember when I said I'll give you a hint and said that I think I cooked up something real good? Some of you, if you did catch the hint of what I was saying, may have gone back to the scene where we showed you the kitchen. But he was hidden in the kitchen, but not in that shot. He was hidden in the kitchen. As we come through the door, look just under the oven. You will see him sitting there. It is under the oven, or kind of in the oven space. As Stacy welcomes us into the house, as I cut across the kitchen door, take a look. Right over there is the water bucket frog from last week's video. So let me know down below in the comments, was it too difficult? In future, if we do this, should I make the object a little bigger, or how did you enjoy hunting for the frog? Anyways, back to our regularly scheduled video.
So here we are at our first destination, where this little housing there, and then a little bit there you can see it's like where they used to slaughter cows back in the days. I'm not sure how long ago. And then here it says on the sign, it says that this is the ranch Campo Leon, which is called, and it was founded back in 1943. So yeah, and it even says the name of the founder, which is Heinrich Löwen, and it was the first ranch in the colony, which is very awesome. And so yeah, here we can see as well the barn at the well that they used back in the days, and there's a little shed as well at the back there, and it's just, yeah, like a very beautiful little, it's not very big, but it's still, yeah, Jonah was pointing as well at the big dam, water hole, where where this town gets all its water from. Well, it's water for the gardens and general use. Obviously, drinking water here is rainwater that is being collected in everyone's wells. So yeah, Jonah wants to go and have a look at the dam, so here we are. And Jack, as you all know him, would probably love to jump in, but not happening now. We weren't able to use water for a while now because we didn't have enough rain to fill up the dam far enough. So this is the dam. Pretty empty right now. But yeah, praying for some rain so that soon we will be able to have lots of water. And yeah, here is the piranha wanting to go in. And also, like, parts of this, at the back is like a nature reserve. And sometimes, sometimes you will find wildlife. And it's not like super wild, like, who knows, maybe we catch something or get some shot of some animal.
This right here is the one traffic control measure we have in town. I'm just gonna watch out for cars. This is the only traffic control measure we have in town. There are no stop streets. There are No, there's barely speed limit signs, no traffic lights. This is our traffic circle. Once you see this traffic circle, you know you are in the town of Campo Leon. That is the Dorpy town that we live in. And so kind of from this circle is where you can go to everywhere. So like up the road there, that's church and school territory. Up the road that way, petrol station and store. We're going to show you
And
these
pharmacy.
places. And pharmacy is that way. We're going to show you some of these places. There's a bit of a sports center next to the school, which we're going to, I don't know if we can get in to take a look at, but let's go. This is our traffic control.
So yeah, this is where I used to go to school. From primary till grade 9. And over there, you can see the school building and the sports fields.
Yeah, so if you look really carefully, you'll probably see the soccer field in the background, and you can't probably see it from here, but there's a futsal like field pitch. I'm not sure what to call it. Futsal's on concrete, so it's hard to place. In the back there, behind all these trees, and then next to that is also a very nice volleyball court, sand volleyball, so beach volleyball. And we don't have permission necessarily to go in right now.
We didn't ask, so
we don't want to just go in. It's not our stuff to just go in. And so maybe next time when the volleyball season will pick up soon, and we're hoping to join because we don't live far away, to just come play some volleyball, and we'll show you guys around when we come in. But this is kind of where the sports facilities are. The futsal field doubles as like a hall as well for events. So when we came, and what I forgot to mention, you guys, is we have to do like an accident management course before you can get your license. It's all in Spanish. We came here and we had to do it here. Yes, I attended too. Do I speak Spanish? No, but I did it.
we read pictures.
The certificate says I did the course and I know what to do in an emergency, which I do. The pictures were very good. So yeah, that's the school and sports facilities.
Let's head to our next destination. So over here, as you can see, a lot of water tanks. What would you call them?
Yeah, water tanks.
Yeah.
It's the start of the hardware store.
Yeah, so in there is a hardware store where I actually used to be the cashier many moons ago. I was the cashier for about a year and a half. Yeah. And learned a lot about farming tools and medicine for cows, because that's what we sold there.
So when we say hardware store, this is kind of like everything hardware. So not just like
It's a vet.
you can buy some wood and stuff. Like this is where the farmers need to go if they need stuff.
So yeah, there's
Medicine,
poles.
building equipment, tools, parts for tractors to a certain extent. Not
Tractors.
everything.
You can do, like, you can order
Oh,
tractors and they will facilitate that as well. There's a lot of, what is it called? Like pipes for farmers, for like the farm. Jack is trying to run into my feet, so
Jack is
I'm like stumbling here. So yeah, that is the hardware store. And off to our next location. So here we are on our way to the entrance to the hardware store, petrol station, our supermarket, which is there where I work, and I'm getting stuck here in sand because they it sucks into my flip-flops. And then there's also like a clinic, pharmacy. Yeah, so here we are. This is where we go fill up our car and its tires if needed. Yeah, everything is locked.
They also sell motorbikes here.
Yeah, they also sell motorbikes. And what is that? Gravel and sand and bricks,
Construction.
everything. And it's locked
Because it's Sunday.
because it's Sunday.
So even the petrol station's closed on a Sunday, so don't run out of fuel on Sunday.
So you got to plan for your weekend ahead. Over here is the general store where we sell food and, well, now it's back to school, so all of that stuff as well.
Where Stacy works.
Yeah, I work there, like there at the back.
That's
That
where we
area
have
there.
to walk to every morning. So most of this route you're seeing is our morning walk.
Yeah. Every morning, every lunch,
That
and every
building is the
evening.
pharmacy.
Yeah, over there is the pharmacy. That little building over there. Yeah. That is our little town.
So welcome to Campo Real.
Yeah.
That's it, that's town. Church is a little bit far away just from walk.
Yeah, that would be a bit of a longer walk.
So maybe we'll show you the church at another point.
Yeah.
And just like that, our town tour is up. So don't forget to like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and turn on your notifications bell, and we hope to see you next time. Ciao for now, have an awesome week further.